Today, we're going to break down a simple, super powerful guide packed with practical wisdom for teaching your preschooler right at home. It's all about making learning feel joyful, totally natural, and like something you can do with absolute confidence.
Okay, let's just dive right into the big question, right? You have this amazing, curious little human at home, and you want to nurture that incredible mind. But hey, you're not a teacher. You don't have a degree in early childhood education, so where on earth do you even start?
Well, here's the fantastic news from our source material. The answer is way simpler and more encouraging than you might think. This guide boils it all down to 3 core things you already have in spades: love, which is a given; guidance, which is just your natural parental instinct; and a simple framework, which we're about to walk through together.
So, where do we begin? The guide suggests starting not with lesson plans or flashcards, but with empathy. To really guide a preschooler effectively, we first need to step into their unique, kind of magical and wonderful worlds. We are talking about what the guide calls the nursery stage for kids aged 3 to 5. And let's be clear, this is not about sitting still at a desk. It's this incredible time of just boundless curiosity, of nonstop playfulness, and a real, genuine eagerness to soak up literally everything about the world around them.
And this gets to the absolute core of how they learn. It isn't through formal lessons, it's through doing. For them, play is their work. It's the most important work they do. Songs and stories are basically their textbooks. And simple repetition, that's what makes new ideas stick in those amazing growing brains. The whole goal is to make learning feel like pure fun.
You know, this single piece of advice from the guide is the real secret sauce. Seriously, if they're obsessed with dinosaurs, guess what? You're counting toy dinosaurs. If they love trucks, you're finding every book you can about trucks. Their passion is your single most powerful teaching tool. Okay, so now that we get how they learn, we can build a gentle structure for the day. The guide says to think of this less like a rigid minute-by-minute schedule and more like a comforting, predictable rhythm that helps little kids feel safe and secure. And the guide gives us this fantastic sample. Just look at how simple and natural this flow is. That little bit of focused learning, like reading or numbers, it's just a small part of the day, nestled right between breakfast and fun creative play. It's woven in, it's not forced. And here's the part that I think is going to make a lot of parents breathe a huge sigh of relief. How long should those focused learning times be? Just 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. The goal is to match their natural attention span, not fight against it.
Okay, so we have our daily rhythm down. Now, what do we actually fill it with? Let's look at the actual building blocks of what playful learning and discovery look like.
Our source material breaks activities down into 2 key types that really work together. On one hand, you've got the basics, the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. On the other, you have creative learning. That's the messy, expressive, joyful stuff. The big takeaway here? You absolutely need a healthy balance of both. They actually feed each other. And check out these brilliant, simple ideas straight from the guide. This isn't about buying expensive kits. It's about coloring, singing nursery rhymes, doing a simple puzzle, or just going for a walk and looking at the bugs. This is learning in its purest, most natural form. The guide makes it really clear that at-home education goes way beyond just letters and numbers. It's also about nurturing a good, kind human being by teaching the lessons that are truly going to last a lifetime. This is all about building their internal moral compass. And the approach is so simple and actionable. When they tell the truth, even if it's hard, you praise the act of being honest. You use everyday moments with toys or snacks as these tiny opportunities to model and encourage sharing. And right alongside those moral lessons are just good life habits. Simple routines like washing hands, putting toys away after playing, and having a consistent bedtime. All of this creates a sense of structure and security that really helps children thrive. Now, this simple question, which is highlighted in the guide, is an incredibly powerful tool. It's like a secret weapon for teaching empathy. Just asking this prompts them to step outside of themselves and try to imagine another person's perspective. It's a foundational building block for kindness. Okay, so we've covered the what, the when, and the how. Let's wrap up with the most important element in this entire equation: you. Your mindset and your approach to all of this, that's everything.
First up, a very clear rule on technology. The guide is totally unambiguous here. When it comes to screens, less is more. 60 minutes a day is the absolute maximum, and it should always be high-quality educational content. This protects that precious time for real, hands-on play.
So ultimately, your success isn't measured by how many worksheets you get through. It's found in these principles. Be patient, be consistent, cheer for the small victories, like when they share a toy without even being asked. And maybe most importantly, just listen to them every single day.
And this really gets to the heart of the entire guide. Please let go of the pressure to be a perfect teacher. That was never the goal. Your role is to be a loving, creative guide for your child's own natural journey of discovery. You are already exactly what they need.
So that brings us to the end, and I really want to leave you with this final thought-provoking question. After everything we've just talked about, what is one simple, new way you'll play with your child tomorrow? Because that's where all the real magic happens.